Two people eat 100 grams of protein every day, but one of them sees improvements in fertility and the other does not. And here's the shocking part. The most absorbable protein in the world is not necessarily the best protein for fertility. Today I'm gonna rank whey protein, eggs, fish, beef, chicken, liver and collagen. And at the end of this video, I'll also share a practical fertility focused protein diet plan for both husbands and wives. So make sure you watch till the end. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Assam Mahmood. If you are trying to conceive or you want to improve egg quality or you want to improve sperm quality, then this video is for you. So let's start with whey protein isolate. It is approximately 98 to 100% digestible and it contains all the essential amino acids your body needs. But wait, there is a problem.
Stop. Seriously. Stop.
Many whey proteins on the market are all about marketing. Some contain added sugar, some contain artificial flavors and some contain less protein than they claim. So if you are buying whey protein, look for whey isolate, third party tested, minimal ingredients, at least 20 to 25 grams of protein per scoop and very low added sugar. But when it comes to fertility, protein alone is not enough. If there were a fertility superfood championship, eggs would definitely win.
I have never seen anything like this in my career, and the champions have arrived.
Look at the size of those belts. The crowd is absolutely losing.
Because eggs provide complete protein, choline, selenium, vitamin B12 and vitamin A. And here's the biggest mistake people make. They throw away the yolk. The yolk contains many of the nutrients that support fertility. Fish is the hidden hero of fertility. Fish provides complete protein, DHA, omega-3, selenium, iodine and vitamin D. DHA plays an important role in supporting the quality of sperm and egg cell membranes. Now here's a quick question.
Alright, based on the theorem we just covered, who can solve for the generalized Hooke's law presented on the board?
What is your main protein source? Eggs, chicken, fish or protein shakes? Let me know in the comments, and if you're still watching, that tells me you're serious about your health. So please subscribe and share this video with anyone who may need it. Your one share could help another couple change their future. Beef is more than just protein. It is a package of fertility supporting nutrients. Beef provides iron, zinc, carnitine, creatine and B12. Now let's discuss chicken. Chicken is also an excellent protein source. It is a complete protein, easy to digest and affordable. And keep in mind, broiler chickens are mostly given a lot of antibiotics and chemicals to gain weight. And as a rule, whoever comes to me in my clinic for fertility issues, I stop their broiler chicken. And I have seen wonderful results for fertility doing that. Now let's talk about gut health, because if you're not absorbing nutrients properly, how can fertility improve? Most commonly used probiotics are yogurt with only 2 probiotics and kefir with more than 55 probiotics. Both contain protein, vitamin B12, calcium and beneficial bacteria. Now I'm about to mention liver. Liver is one of the most nutrient dense foods on earth. It has vitamin A, folate, iron, copper, B12, it's all there. Now let's talk about collagen. Collagen is very well absorbed, but collagen is not a complete protein. It is great for skin and joints, but it should be not your primary protein source for fertility. So my final fertility protein ranking would be eggs, fish and beef, and then kefir, yogurt and organ meats. Now let's come to the part you've all been waiting for. Protein based fertility diet plans for both husbands and wives. So the wife should start her day with 3 eggs as breakfast, fish or chicken for lunch and beef or lamb for dinner. And along with that she should take kefir or yogurt, any probiotic that she likes. Now you might ask how much of each should be taken. For that you have to take a consultation because every person has different requirements. And for fertility specifically, a lot of nutrients have to be taken care of. So if you remember only one thing from today's video, let it be this. Don't chase protein only, chase nutrient density. And as for husband, they should start their day with 4 eggs. In lunch they can have some fish, and in dinner they can have beef or lamb. Along with this, they should have a piece of liver, brain or any other organ meat at least weekly once or twice. And that's why I tell all my patients, if they want a diet plan for weight loss, that can wait. But if you want a diet plan for fertility, your age is a big factor in that. Or for example, you try different supplements on your own, you're losing time, because with age, oxidative stress damages both the egg as well as the sperm health. So if with advancing age, not only nutrition plays a major role in your fertility, sometimes nutrition is not enough and we might need to add some other supplements also to cover up for nutritional deficiencies. So give us a call on the given number and we will be very happy to make a customized diet plan for you, keeping in mind your fertility goals and nutritional deficiencies. Finally, let's discuss pea protein. You must have seen such ads which claim that whey protein cannot be absorbed by the desi population, mostly because they are lactose intolerant. Because more than half of the people in India, Pakistan cannot digest the sugar of milk, that is lactose. So that is why they are called lactose intolerant. So they recommend that instead of whey protein isolate, you must be using pea proteins. The problem with that theory is the pea protein isolate cannot be a substitute of whey protein, because firstly whey protein is a complete protein, while pea protein is not a complete protein. Some of the essential amino acids in pea proteins are in very low quantity, like for example methionine. So if you want to compensate the lack of methionine in pea proteins, you have to take rice protein, which is rich in methionine. So basically if you combine pea protein with rice protein, then it becomes complete protein. So my point is, if you want to take complete protein, because only complete protein can build muscles, hairs and nails and other structures of your body, and because pea protein is not a complete protein, instead of combining it with other proteins like rice protein, why not take eggs or meat or organ meat, which are already complete proteins? So in conclusion, I would never tell you to avoid a specific protein brand unless I have personally verified the latest label. Formulas change all the time. So don't buy a protein powder because of the picture on the tub. Turn it around, read the ingredients, and if the ingredient list looks like a chemistry exam, put it back on the shelf. Learn how to spot a poor quality protein powder. If you see these near the top of the ingredient list, sugar, sucrose, dextrose, maltodextrin, corn syrup solids, glucose syrup, then it's no longer a clean protein powder. Also watch for excessive sweeteners like sucralose, acesulfame potassium, aspartame. These include a heavily sweetened product. And nowadays we have ChatGPT. Just take a picture of the ingredients, show it to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, I want this thing for my fertility. Is it good for fertility? If not, recommend something better. And for couples trying to conceive, I would much rather use eggs, sardines, beef instead of protein shakes. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share. Till we meet next time, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.